So I want to talk today about the relationship between popularity and quality. Okay? Let's take a look at this water. Mountain Valley water. Okay? Not the most popular water, but in terms of quality, it rates as one of the highest quality brands. Something similar is happening in entertainment, right? I am tired of people saying, oh, this was popular. This video was viral. This special had this many views. This movie, Marvel movie, sold this much at the box office. As if that was a determinant of quality. Now, conversely, just because something is unpopular does not, of course, make it an aesthetic achievement either. Is there a correlation between popularity and quality? At times, yes. There are examples of creative artists who produced excellent work that was also popular. For example, in film, you have someone like Stanley Kubrick. His films often seem almost like independent films, small crews, but aesthetic achievements and often commercial achievements as well. At the same time, they are not necessarily linked. Okay, here's an example, a famous example. F. Scott Fitzgerald thought that The Great Gatsby was a terrible failure. He died penniless as a Hollywood hack. Okay, he sold about 20,000 copies, which doesn't sound bad today, but it was panned and not popular at all. Okay, Great Gatsby only became popular posthumously. Moby Dick was a terrible failure. Melville's masterpiece, okay? Another book considered one of the greatest American novels, just like The Great Gatsby, okay? But he thought it was a terrible failure. And of course, probably the most famous example, Vincent van Gogh never sold a painting. Never. Except for to his brother Theo, and considered himself, in some sense, a failure too. Cut off his ear, probably shot himself or was shot, in and out of sanitariums. Okay, there are countless examples like this. Works of quality, works of genius even, that never achieved any popularity. And then there are millions of works that achieved astronomical popularity that are completely forgotten and left in the dustbin of history. So there is this tendency in America in particular to equate popularity and quality, to think, wow, people really enjoy this, so it has some inherent value. No, you can't say that. The average consumer, frankly, doesn't have great taste. Now, there are exceptions to that, and those rules can be overridden, but to link the two is a fallacy. There may be some correlation, but to create a excellent creative work in any field takes a lot more than popularity, okay? And a creative person shouldn't necessarily do what is popular. Just because it's popular doesn't mean anything. Because if you do such a thing, then you're just a panderer and you lose your internal voice. So, as a creative person myself, a writer, comedian, actor, these are just some thoughts I'm ruminating on. And now I'm gonna, work on my suicide note.